If you like broccoli, and you like growing fresh salads like we do, there are so many varieties of lettuces that do just great in the spring and throughout much of the summer. And my favorite springtime vegetable, spinach, does so well under this system. Many varieties will do well. This one, Giant Noble, does especially well. And of course, peppers really do like this system. There are so many varieties. But the two things I think grow the best are cucumbers and tomatoes. Now let's see some suggestions so that you can use your 3-season hoop tunnel effectively. Many of you will receive your 3-season raised bed garden looking like this, but some will want to take it home and assemble it. Here are some suggestions. The end panels can be easily removed, and you may wish to do this during the summer for better ventilation. It only takes a couple screws. As we said, the end panels are attached with just 2 screws. Here you can see one on this side. They are easily removed. Here you can see the other screw. Once you've removed those 2 screws, the end panels are easily removed from the base, as you can see here. Again, for ventilation or for storage during the winter. The long tarp is pulled over the hoops, and it is situated so that it is down on each side as shown here. Then it is secured to the base with 2 screws, as you will see in the following photos. We recommend securing just one side and keeping the other side unsecured so that you can lift it for easy harvest. Of course, on windy days you'll want to secure that open side, and you can do it either by securing it to the base with the 2 screws as shown, or you can add some wooden stakes and pound them right next to the wood into the ground to keep it from flapping. It is now time to secure the plastic to the frame. You'll be using these wooden blocks as shown in the next few photos. There are 6 in all, 3 on each side as shown. 2 on the sides, and 1 on each top. Your hoop tunnel is now fully assembled, but let's see how we can roll up the sides for a little better ventilation on those hot days. Again, when you're ready to harvest, just lift up the free side and put it over the midpoint on top of your hoop tunnel. This will allow you easy access. After you're done harvesting, lower your tarp down to the side of the base and secure it, as we discussed earlier. If you use bungee cords as shown here, you can use it to keep the sides secured while you harvest or for extra ventilation. It is time to choose your location. A sunny location is a must. 10 hours or more of sun is the best. Many of you will need to improve your soil. We're going to talk about some soil amendments and what you can do to make your soil ready for planting. One of the best amendments is aged compost. You can either buy it at a store or you can make your own. Some may choose to use aged cow, alpaca, llama, or horse manure. But remember, it must be fully aged, about a year, and that will make sure that it's ready to be used in the soil. And you must add a 3-inch layer of this compost or manure on top of your planting area. Now work it into the top 8 to 10 inches of your soil. Your soil should look rich and dark like this when you're finished adding the aged compost or manure. And soon you will have earthworms moving in, telling you that you've done a great job, and you are now ready to plant. If you're planting from seeds, you want to read the back of the packet. Planting depth, seed spacing, and row spacing are important. This will ensure you a good harvest. Tomatoes are the gardener's favorite vegetable, but remember, plant bush varieties because these will not outgrow your hoop tunnel system. Some will need caging or staking inside the hoop tunnel as shown here. Pinch out the suckers that grow between the crotches of the branches. This will allow your plant to produce more fruit and produce less vegetation. Now this tip is very important. Make sure by mid-August you have your tomato plants trimmed up about 18 inches from the soil. This allows the soil to warm up so your tomatoes can ripen before we get hit with our first frost, perhaps in September or early October. These are the vegetables that you'll want to plant by seed in the 3-season raised bed garden in mid-April. Lettuce, the leaf varieties do the best, spinach, mixed greens, kale, and mustards. These are the ones you want to buy as small plants and plant out in the garden in mid-April, broccoli and cabbage. In mid to late May, and after all danger of frost has passed, you can plant out into your garden tomatoes, peppers, squash, beans, cucumbers, and basil. Gardening is an activity that can involve all members of the family. Children just seem to love growing vegetables and watching them grow, and it has been said that children who participate in gardening actually eat more vegetables. So we recommend getting out into the garden each day and see what there is to eat. Even the very young enjoy some of the chores like watering. But we have to warn you, you must be careful, because you could get wet. This is Larry for Pikes Peak Urban Gardens, hoping you have a happy gardening experience.